How's everybody doing today? So did any of you make the mug cake that we made earlier that you can make in a coffee cup? It was pretty easy, huh? So anyway, I am about to build us some mile-high nachos. So I wanted to show you how to do this. Alright, so what I've started with, and you can use, you don't have to use exactly what I'm using. Remember that. We can use whatever we have at home. So I have started with some taco meat that I'm already cooked, and I have it right in here. Now the next thing I'm going to add to this is some canned beans. You don't have to add beans. Remember, everything is a suggestion. But if you use canned beans, you do want to make sure you drain them and rinse them, because canned beans have you'll see that thick salty liquid on there that's called brine, and you want to wash that all away and add that to your meat. Now you can make this with chicken, you can make it with some leftover roast or leftover steak, and add some, maybe some fajita seasoning to it. So we're going to stir that up in there. Now I happen to have just a tiny bit of onion already cut up, so I'm going to use this up because right now we're trying really hard not to waste any groceries. So I'm going to put some onion in here. If you like corn, you could put some corn in here, some whole kernel corn, shoe peg corn, anything like that. You could put that in there. I'm going to add some fresh tomatoes in here. Now, remember, if you're going to be using a knife, that you've got mom's permission. And if you're doing something like tomatoes that has a tough outside and a soft inside, this is called a serrated knife. See how the blade has little waves in it? That is so that it cuts through that tougher outside and doesn't mush up your inside. So it helps do that. By the way, if you're making these with me, you need to have your oven turned on at 350. So I'm going to mix this up in here. Now I also add jalapenos, but I'm not going to add it to this. I'm going to save that for them to add on their own. So now you're going to need a pan. I'm going to use an iron skillet because the deep sides will keep things from falling off in the oven. Now we're going to start building. This is where it gets to be fun. Alright, so we need a layer of nacho chips on the bottom. Whatever kind you happen to have at home, whatever kind you happen to like. You can use spicy ones or plain ones like I have. Whatever you want to do there. Now the next thing you want to do is add a little cheese to this. And the cheese is going to help make a layer against the chips to keep them from getting soggy. So we're going to put some cheese through here. A little or a lot, whatever you guys like at your house. So just enough to cover the chips a little bit. So that's going to help as it's melting to keep the chips from going soggy. Now we're putting some of our stuff on here. So remember, this can be whatever you like. You can make it spicier by adding more onion or add some jalapenos to it. Add some corn for something really yummy. Alright. Now I'm going to put, this is a whole, let's see, is this a pound or 2 pounds? Anyway, I'm using Colby Jack cheese. So whatever cheese you happen to have on hand, put a little bit of cheese. That looks good like that. But we're not through. We want mild nachos. So, since I've got my sides on my skillet, it's going to help as we build. Now here we go. We're going to have another layer of chips here. A little bit of cheese on these chips. A little of our meat mixture. Whatever kind you happen to be using. It's going to be a lot of food, isn't it? Then, a little more cheese. Little more cheese. Alright, let's go ahead and top it off. So we're gonna put a little bit more chips right up here. This ought to be good for a Saturday night, right? Get some chips going up here, some cheese on there, the rest of our meat. I might need somebody to come help us eat tonight. All right, so now I'm gonna take some more cheese. We like a lot of cheese on ours. We're gonna put cheese over this, down the sides. All right, this is going in the oven now, and while it's in the